guys, Brendan here with EMT. A little video here to kick off a massage with a shoulder massage. So how do we go about that? There's a full routine that we can go into. Basically starting off with they're sitting in front of you. Usually put one foot up like this and one knee up, and usually rest that knee, even for just a brief period, on their shoulder, on the side of their arm. It's just a good way to initiate touch with them to start off with. And obviously he was going, are you comfortable with me touching you? Are you comfortable with the massage? And then encouraging feedback before the massage starts. This is a great, really safe way to get your partner comfortable with, calling out if she likes something a lot, calling out if she's like not really into that move, calling out, answering questions as well. If you say little things like, less pressure, more pressure, or just right. That's also another way. You can just give 3 options so she doesn't have to think. She can just answer your question and go, yep, keep doing what you're doing. Or, I'll go more pressure. I can go less pressure. So that's certainly what you want, is just open communication. And this is the best way to sort of start it off when you're just starting off with a shoulder massage. She's sitting in front of you, which will be typically how most massages sort of start. It's usually either going to be a shoulder massage or sort of starting maybe with the feet as well, is probably the other way to kick off a massage. But this is probably the one to start if you've never given a massage to a new partner before. This is probably the one to start things off and just get used to that communication. So start off with baby oil, which is what I usually use. It's the most sensitive skin. It's the most sensitive oil for sensitive skin. Before I started doing YouTube videos, I probably should have checked if I could actually talk first, But hey, we'll go through it anyway. We'll work it out. So basically, rubbing your hands together, changing the subject, rubbing your hands together. And just creating that warmth in your hands, and also just rubbing the oil into your hands. With the shoulder massage, you typically don't have to rub the oil onto their skin, and then you should be enough if you just put it in your hands, warm your hands up, and then you're basically just stretching down their arm. So essentially, if I'm doing it myself, it'll be coming down like that, not hitting their arm like that, going down their arm. And this is almost like you're thinking of like stretching. So you're sort of going down that angle. So you're going fingers down first, stretching like that down their arm. So curiosity is a big one as well. You really want to see through the whole massage, even through these early phases, you want to go into it with a curious mind thinking, okay, what feels good for them? You can massage 10 other people and if something feels good for them, but you still want to keep a really open mind to go, well, this person may not like it, or this person really might like something else. So curiosity is a big one, and that will encourage you to also give the options of like, how do you like that? Do you want more of that? Other things. You can also use number scales as well in your communication. So you can always say, oh, how good does that feel? 1 to 5, or even 1 to 3. That's really easy. Then basically going through, going more localized to the shoulder now, as you're just doing the same thing, but just with the shoulder, with your hands facing down. Usually front of the shoulder is good. From there, you can also move around to the traps. So obviously there's no one here that I can sort of use, but with the typical trap massage, you can use the base of the palms, and that is what we're typically using here as well, base of the palms. So that sort of part there. You can use base of the palms for the early trap massage. If you do want to go in a little bit sort of deeper, that's where the thumbs can come in really handy, and just doing thumb circles. With the massage, it's also just a good rule to have your fingers together when you're using your thumbs as predominantly the massage, and really just at any time until you get to like the actual erotic massage moves. It just feels a bit weird sometimes to have like fingers splayed out on your shoulder, or it's just one random little thing. So yeah, having the fingers together through this very early part of the massage is a good rule of thumb. And even just doing this, so you're kneading through the shoulders, usually doing circles with the traps. And this is where you can actually feel for like knots as well. So if there's any places that feel like hard pebbles or hard balls in like their traps, you can sort of work through there a little bit more, work over the top. And again, getting a lot of feedback here, because now we're getting into a bit more of a deeper massage if you do that. Other spots that are really nice too. So to do circles with your thumbs, basically you'll feel for something called the spine of the scapula. Scapula is technical term for your shoulder blade. So that top ridge that goes across there in your shoulder blade, underneath that right there is a really good spot. That's the infraspinatus in your rotator cuff. Doing circles on that. You can do it with your fingertips if you want, or most people do it with their thumbs. I usually try and save my thumbs as much as possible, so fingertips are always a good move. And also above the spine of the scapula, so up here, just in there, and this is getting out towards the shoulder, rather than not very close to the neck, but out towards the shoulder, and digging that in. And you're often like very, very slow circles. You can really dig in sort of deep with this one as well. Then coming back to the traps. And you can also come back to that arm massage if you want to as well. Come back to the shoulder rubs with the base of the palm. And then the other really good move is sort of working with your thumbs down their lats as well. So this is one that will probably come after that move there, after the traps. Coming down, basically just with your thumbs going through, and we're just coming down their lats like that in circles, gradually coming down. So your lats, if you don't know, it's basically that big muscle down there. It runs down behind, it starts at the back of your shoulders and runs down alongside the back side of your ribs. So basically going down there, coming back up, back to the traps again. I usually find going back to the traps is always like a good way to go back, because that's like the surefire bet. That's the main area that's going to love getting the massage. If you were just doing a seated shoulder massage, I would then also go down the side, either side of the spine. So this is where it's really important to bring up, like, don't rub on the bone. So you are avoiding the bone. So say with this one where you go infraspinatus, supraspinatus, you're going above the ridge of the shoulder blade and below the ridge of the shoulder blade. You're not going on it. We want to avoid that. And as you do circles down each side of the spine, like that, you're essentially looking to rotate your thumbs down those two muscles that sort of go down. It's the erector spinae group. Those two muscles run down the back, and then you can come back up when you're ready as well, and back to the traps once again. Usually good sort of way to finish off with this seated massage is going into the neck massage as well. So with the neck massage, you'll be doing hands again, not splayed fingers, but fingers together on their traps, and then with the thumbs working up just to the base of their hairline and working back down. And as you can imagine, I usually find doing the circles that way is better. So with your right hand, it's clockwise, left hand anti-clockwise. Or rather, right thumb clockwise, left thumb anti-clockwise. Another really great neck massage to finish, and this is a good one to finish things off, is sort of grabbing like that, and starting from the base there, coming up in circles like that until you get to the base of the hairline. With the oil as well, usually here you don't have to use as much oil. Sometimes it's good when you get close to the hairline so you don't get oil in the hair, is to actually just forget the oil completely and use a towel just to stop any friction and any of your fingers pulling on their skin, which is just a little bit painful, but more just kind of annoying. And yeah, if you have the towel there, it just moves really, really smoothly. Once you get to the base of the hairline there, and you can almost feel like the base of the skull, that is when it's a good test of trust as well with this move, because this one where you're working up like this, you're going to ask whether your client, your partner, your girlfriend, your wife, whoever you're working with, to rest their hand in your palm. So you want to rest your palm like that and have their head there. You want to have as much relaxation through the back of the neck as possible. So if they just rest all their weight there on your palm, so your one palm is holding their forehead like that, and the other hand is the one massaging. Once you get to the base of the skull like that, then you hold it, and you basically, depending on how much pressure they want, the communication's still going through this part. You can then ask and see how long they want you to hold it. Usually 5 seconds is a pretty good gauge, and you're basically just like pressing in with your thumb and your fingers into the base of their skull there. Feels really, really good. And just counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, One, during this is also you're encouraging the breathing a lot, and then working back down. That's usually the favorite part of the shoulder neck massage sort of routine. But that's essentially what I'd be doing for a shoulder neck massage. It's usually the best way to start any sort of massage with anyone who you haven't given a massage before too, because it's just all, it's not erotic at all. It's all deep therapeutic massage. It feels fantastic. It builds a lot of comfort, and yeah, this is one you can just give to your friends, and does not have to be a sexual partner at all. Doesn't have to have any sort of romanticness around it. You can just do this for your friend, and yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, any other ideas, any other questions, you guys feel free to comment below. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day, and yeah, have a good arvo.